It is quite possible that you have heard about the spirit of Jezebel at least once in your life, but the vast majority of people believe that it is only associated with the sins of prostitution and perversion. However, in reality, it is not just that. The spirit of Jezebel possesses many characteristics that hinder the growth of the church and drive people away from the presence of God. And you must be wondering, who was Jezebel? Jezebel is considered the worst woman in the entire Old Testament. In the Old Testament, few figures are as notorious as Queen Jezebel. Married to King Ahab, Jezebel was not just a queen. She was a force that brought pagan worship and the persecution of God's prophets to Israel. Her actions provoked the divine, leading to a prophecy of a gruesome end, a prophecy that came to pass with chilling accuracy. Jezebel's life serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of opposing God's will. Her legacy, however, extends beyond her death. It has given birth to the concept of the Jezebel spirit, a term used to describe a corrupting influence that seeks to undermine the authority of God and lead His people astray. Her fervent advocacy for pagan worship marked a significant deviation from the monotheistic worship of Yahweh, introducing the worship of Baal and Asherah into Israelite society. This act alone set the stage for widespread idolatry and the dilution of the Hebrew faith. But Jezebel's influence did not stop there. She actively persecuted the prophets of God, seeking to eradicate the voices that spoke against her and her husband's policies, leading to a period of great turmoil and spiritual decline within the kingdom. The legacy of Jezebel, however, transcends her physical demise. It has given rise to the term Jezebel spirit, a concept that encapsulates a corrupting and malevolent influence. This spirit is characterized by its desire to undermine the authority of God, to lead His people astray, and to sow discord and corruption within the faithful community. It represents an enduring challenge to the integrity of the church and the spiritual well-being of its members, embodying the same principles of idolatry, persecution, and opposition to the divine that Jezebel herself championed. Her story is not just a historical account, but a symbolic narrative, reminding us of the dangers posed by those who seek to corrupt and destroy the moral and spiritual fabric of a community. The Jezebel spirit, with its multifaceted characteristics, presents a significant challenge to the spiritual integrity and unity of church communities. This spirit is not limited to mere acts of sexual immorality, but extends its reach into the very core of spiritual and communal life, manifesting in various detrimental behaviors. Number 1, sexual and spiritual prostitution. The Jezebel spirit is synonymous with infidelity, not just in the realm of physical relationships, but also in one's spiritual commitments. It tempts individuals away from their vows, whether to their partners or to their faith, fostering a lifestyle that starkly contrasts with the values of holiness and fidelity cherished by the church. By exploiting personal vulnerabilities, this spirit entices individuals into behaviors that not only damage their relationships with others in the church, but also, and more critically, with God. The resultant estrangement from spiritual and communal bonds is a direct consequence of this spirit's influence. Number 2, idolatry. In the modern age, idolatry extends beyond the ancient worship of graven images to include any entity or endeavor that usurps God's central place in our lives. This can manifest through an excessive focus on personal ambition, material success, or an unhealthy veneration of church leaders, elevating them to positions that detract from the worship of God. The Jezebel spirit thrives in environments where such misalignments of priority occur, subtly coaxing individuals and communities away from their devotion to God. Number 3, manipulation. A key tactic of the Jezebel spirit is manipulation, employing deceit and psychological coercion to bend others to its will. This insidious form of control often utilizes flattery, lies, and emotional blackmail, undermining the integrity of church leadership and eroding the bonds of trust that knit the community together. The resultant divisions and distrust serve the Jezebel spirit's aim of weakening the church's collective strength and moral resolve. Number 4, persecution. The Jezebel spirit is aggressively antagonistic towards voices of truth and righteousness within the church. It specifically targets those who firmly uphold their faith, employing various methods of persecution to wear down their resolve and diminish their influence. This spirit seeks to silence dissent and eliminate opposition, thereby facilitating its agenda of corruption and division. The ability to recognize and resist this form of spiritual oppression is crucial for maintaining the health and vitality of the church community. Understanding these characteristics of the Jezebel spirit is essential for any church that aspires to maintain a healthy, dynamic spiritual environment. By recognizing the signs of its influence, church leaders and members can implement strategies to counteract its destructive effects, fostering an atmosphere of holiness, unity, and mutual support that stands in stark opposition to the chaos and division sown by the Jezebel spirit. Confronting the Jezebel spirit is a complex challenge that demands a multifaceted approach, characterized by vigilance, wisdom, and an unwavering commitment to spiritual integrity. It necessitates the cultivation of a church environment that prioritizes transparency, ensuring that all actions and decisions are open to scrutiny, thereby reducing the shadows in which the Jezebel spirit thrives. Accountability is equally crucial. Establishing a system where leaders and members are responsible for their actions, with mechanisms in place to address behaviors that undermine the community's spiritual health. Holiness, as a core value, should be the bedrock of the church's ethos, guiding its teachings, practices, and the daily lives of its congregation. This commitment to living a life that reflects the values and teachings of Christ forms a bulwark against the seductions of the Jezebel spirit, which seeks to corrupt and divert individuals from their spiritual path. Equipping both leaders and members with the knowledge to recognize the signs of the Jezebel spirit's influence is essential. This includes understanding the nuances of manipulation, the subtleties of idolatry, and the many faces of spiritual infidelity. Armed with this knowledge, the church can stand united against these incursions through informed prayer, sound teaching, and compassionate correction that seeks to restore rather than alienate. Furthermore, emphasizing the importance of a personal relationship with God positions him at the center of individual lives and the church as a whole. Genuine worship, born from this relationship, becomes a powerful expression of faith and a testament to God's sovereignty over all aspects of life, including the challenges posed by the Jezebel spirit. Mutual respect within the community fosters a supportive environment where individuals are valued and cared for, creating a strong defense against the divisive tactics of the Jezebel spirit. By fostering these principles, churches can create a resilient and nurturing environment that not only stands firm against the insidious effects of the Jezebel spirit, but also promotes growth, unity, and a deeper engagement with the divine mission. It is through such concerted efforts that the church can hope to navigate the challenges posed by such spiritual adversities, ensuring its place as a beacon of light in a world that often succumbs to darkness. If you liked what you learned about the spirit of Jezebel and eager for more enlightening content, hit like, share this video with friends, and subscribe to our channel to join us on a journey of discovery and faith.